G'day guys, so today I'm making these pipe clamps. Now these are the heads that I bought from China, don't come with the pipe. So I've gone and bought myself some pipe, but they don't have the threads on the end, so I have to put the threads on the end. So I bought myself a pipe threader. Now I thought I'd go over the process that I'm using because I've done 6 or 7 of these now and I'm now an expert. Isn't that the way that it works these days? You do it once or twice and you become an expert. So what I'm doing is I get my pipe and I put it in my bench vise up on the vertical like this. Nice and tight, good as gold. Then I wrap a cloth around it so that I don't get all the cutting fluid down over my bench vise, which is having minimal results. It sort of works, sort of doesn't work. It's better than not having it there at least. Then I can get my pipe threader, put it over the top and activate it so it moves forwards. Oh, why does it keep falling off? Alright, then we give it a swirl. Get it locked on there a little bit. Give it some cutting fluid so it cuts better. Keeps the pipe cool, the die cutters cool, all that good stuff. Give it a few more swirls. So it's pretty easy at the start. It's only cutting a few threads at the time. So it's easy, really easy. Soon it starts to get a little bit of pressure on my arm, like I'm still doing it easily, but it's a little bit of pressure. I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to break those chips. So now the chips have been broken, so I'll activate it again, cut a little bit further. And I'm not trying to wrench it around, I'm just doing nice and slowly. See, now it's slipping in my vise. So now I'll get my pipe wrench, my Stilsons, and hook it onto here, do it up, and I'm going to allow that to turn all the way around until it locks onto this clamp that I've got onto my bench. That gives me a third hand, so now I can row the boat. Row, row, row the boat, get me down the stream. I don't know the rest of the words, so I will stop singing. Now I'll turn it back around and break the chips again. And I'll go start cutting some more. I found it really important. I found it important to cut the chip or break the chips constantly, because eventually what happens is, because it's only a cheap pipe threader, what ends up happening is it gets to a certain point and then it effectively gets stuck. And so if I wrench on this handle even further, instead of it cutting a thread further, all it does is it sends those cutters into the pipe, crushing the pipe as if it was in a vacuum, and it just crushes it and breaks everything. And so when that happens, that's when I stop. But I keep going until it does that. So I just continually break the chips and cut some more, break the chips, cut some more. Give it some more fluid. I'll break the chips again. Now cut a bit further. So if I can get these cutters to the top of that pipe there, I know that'll be pretty good. It's not as good as what I'd prefer, but it's pretty good, and I'll be happy with that. But I'm happy with it where it is at the moment anyway. But I just want to get as much as I can without breaking things. Now I'll break those chips again. Right there. All of a sudden, as I come around, it hits a point and it just stops. Well, it doesn't stop. I can actually still force it around, but it becomes the pressure becomes a hell of a lot more right at a certain point. And what that means is the pipe is slightly crushed. It's slightly moved out of round, I believe anyway. And so that's the point that I'm going to stop. So I'm happy with that. That's where I'm stopping. So I'll turn it all around and see how I went. Alright, so there's the threads. Focus. So I'd prefer it to be a little bit longer down here, but that's as far as I got. So, pretty good. Then I've got these pipe clamp heads from China. They were pretty cheap. So then this threads into this, hopefully. And it does. So that's pretty good, but I'm just going to put it in my vise, just loosely. I don't want to clamp down on it, just so I can twist it in a little bit better. Get the Stilsons and do a better job of it. Once again, I'm going to turn until it just gets stuck. It turns pretty easily, and then it goes clunk. Well, it doesn't go clunk, but it just stops, and that's where I'll stop. And I'm also only holding the handle right near the head. I don't want to give myself a huge amount of leverage because I'll just snap the cast in here. That's it. It just firms up right at that point. So that's it. I'm not going to go any further. So, as you can see, I still got a lot of space inside there with all of those threads, but I didn't get the thread cut deep enough on the pipe. That's as far as I'll go. It's probably going to be good enough. Then I can put the other piece on the other end. And voila! One pipe clamp. I don't know how long that took, but it wasn't that long. 5 minutes-ish. It's enough to shake the bench, so that's good enough to clamp up a cutting board or anything like that. So, I've currently got, that's the 7th one. I've got another 16 minus 7, 9 more. 9 more. I'm going to be here forever. Oh well. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here.